Drake pulled a boss move when he posted his own music up for free, but found out he was an employee when the label pulled it down. What up, world? Your boy Charles Brown back again, talking facts. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell. Keep sending your boy those Cashaps. I appreciate you, gang. Listen, I don't know what's going on. I've never seen nothing like this, but Drake can't post his own music for free, dog. I want to read this article to you and have a conversation because I have a lot to say about this particular situation, because there was a lot that was said during this battle about splits and who makes what and who's the boss and da-da-da-da. So let me, in case you haven't heard, let me read this little article and we're going to keep it moving. Drake's 100 gigs was pulled by UMG over a copyright dispute, including new songs with Lotto and 21 Savage. Drake recently made headlines with the surprise release of 100 gigs, which 100 gigs was released a bunch of videos and things like that. And fans got to go in and watch different clips and things like that. And there was 3 new songs on it, but let me keep it moving. An extensive drop of unreleased footage and new collaborations with Lotto and 21 Savage. However, the excitement was short-lived as Universal Music Group, aka UMG, his label, swiftly issued a copyright strike against the rapper on August 9th, leading to the removal of the 3 new songs from his official website. The copyright strike was confirmed by Drake himself via his Finsta account. If those of you who don't know what a Finsta account is, meaning that is a fake Instagram account. They call it a Finsta, fake Insta, right? He had a fake Instagram account called Plot Twist, which people are saying that was his burner account. And he was posting to that account different pictures and things like that since June, I want to say between June 20th, June 28th, around that area. And the comments are blocked off, which kind of made me a little incensed when I realized that it's just posting and you can't write anything. But I get it. They're trying to test the waters without any feedback and things of that nature. But let me keep it moving. So he shared a screenshot of the notification from UMG on that account, and people went with it. Elliot Wilson, a couple people ran with it and started saying Lucien has spoken, yada, yada, yada. Lucien Grange, I believe that's how you say his name, is one of the owners and heads of UMG, Universal Music Group, which is a huge conglomerate that Drake is under. He signed a $400 million deal. So let me keep it moving. The message indicated that access to the content had been restricted due to reports from a third party, which was revealed to be Drake's own label. It remains unclear which specific song prompted UMG's action, though It's Up, featuring a notable verse from 21 Savage, has garnered the most attention. Drake's relationship with UMG has been the subject of speculation, especially following the reports of a massive deal he signed with the label in 2021. The deal is said to cover all aspects of his business, including recordings, publishing, and merchandise. Despite ongoing rumors that neither Drake nor UMG has publicly commented on the specifics of the agreement. Additionally, there are previous reports that UMG attempted to mediate the ongoing feud between Drake and Kendrick Lamar, though the label has denied any involvement. So let me break that down. What it sounds like is the label owns Drake, his likeness, everything that he can put out, any interviews, any videos, anything he drops, they have access to that first, because he signed a deal for $400 million. He could have walked away, became an independent. He could have gone on his own and shook the music business up. But a lot of people are like, it's harder than it looks to be independent. And apparently Drake feels the same way. You got to think, Drake, if he doesn't need a label. Let's just be honest. But they're throwing you $400 million. You're looking at it like, I can go out here and make $400 million over the next 10 years, or I can just take this $400 million and let them keep doing the work, and I'm still going to get paid, whatever. So I don't know why a person, with knowing what they know about the music industry at this point, even if he has the greatest deal in the world, and which apparently he has a really great deal, but why a person with that level of stature, like a Prince type of person or Michael Jackson, why you would still sign with these major conglomerates. At one point, they were saying that if Drake walked away from UMG, it would destroy the whole music industry. I don't think that will happen. I think they're crafty enough to shape something around. They will figure it out, and it would hurt, but they would figure it out. They're such a big label. They have a lot of people that they can try to lean on and get, just, it would be layoffs, let's be honest. But I don't think the music industry itself would die. It's too much on the line. So I don't know why Drake signed this deal in 2021 for $400 million. You may say, Charles, because it's $400 million. Yeah, but at the same time, he cannot post his music without it getting restricted and taken down and forced to put it up 2 days later. They literally dropped that music 2 days later. I don't even think it barely was a day. Like it was dropped. I believe it was dropped on, let's see, yesterday, day before, I don't know, but 2 days later, that all three of those tracks were out. The 100 gigabyte, the 100 gigs upon your head top that was dropped on Instagram. All three of those tracks hit the streaming services at the same time, and the fans went nuts to hear it, and they were excited, yada yada. But Drake posted a screenshot of his songs being pulled from, it says it was on August 6th they were pulled, right? My whole thing is, what is the purpose of signing a deal that restricts me from being able to post a song to my Instagram? What is the purpose of me? And I get it, there's a lot of money on the line, but if I'm the biggest artist in the world and I can't even post a snippet of my own song, what are we doing here, bro? I'm just going to be honest. And I understand everybody's whole life revolves around money and the more acquisition of money and doing things to get money. And I got a bag. A lot of you guys would do a lot of most heinous things to get that bag. Now, if I'm a person who, let me just put it like this. If I'm an artist, I want 150,000% total control of my music, my artistry. I don't want to have to check in with anyone to post my music online. There is probably so many hands in this mix that it wouldn't even take but one of them to stop that process. So this means Drake does not have control over his music, his likeness, or anything. A lot of people say Drake drops a lot of music because it's in the contract that he has to drop it. He can't go 5 years without drop. He has to drop every couple months. I'm just being honest with what is out there in the alleged paperwork, what we seeing, that it has to be dropped. So the reason that they pulled it is because they have the right to make money off of anything he puts out. When you put out something free, you're not making no money off of it. They're a big conglomerate. They're like, hold up, bro, we just gave you $400 million. You're not putting nothing out without us eating, especially after this crazy ass battle that you just got in. That's hurting the bottom line of everything. Dead ass. All of the stuff that's being dropped is not going nowhere. I'm just being honest. So they're like, if you got something that can even kind of recoup some of this money that we're missing right now, when you decided to go jump off the ledge and do this battle, right? We need that money. It is what it is. This is how they're rolling. And the simple fact, I don't think, first of all, the battle was the worst idea ever. This guy should have never got that battle. It wasn't worth it. Win or lose, he didn't gain anything from it. It hurt him more than it helped him. That was the worst idea, was to battle Kendrick, because Kendrick has nothing to lose. You got to think he doesn't care about the same things that Drake does. So he's not losing anything. As long as that man can feed his family, he's good. He would have battled you for 10 years straight because he doesn't care about the same things. Drake should have never gotten that battle. Drake is a pop star who has a lot of money on the line. He has a lot of mouths to feed as far as, not saying Kendrick don't, but he got a lot of constituents who are not on the same page as a Kendrick, who is an artist who just wants to make music organically. No, this guy is being told, you got to drop every couple months or you're in breach of contract. You can't put nothing out, or you're without us getting a cut of it, or we're going to stop it, block it, and make you put it out. Drake wanted to test the waters with that and see how it flowed and see what the fans said, but I'll be the first to tell you, it wasn't trending. When that dropped, it wasn't trending like that. And at the same time, even after it dropped on the streaming services, It's Up is really the only one that's blowing. I'm just going to be honest, which is a dope song. I like that record. I like the 21. 21 ain't missed to me yet. 21 haven't missed with a verse yet to be. The It's Up record is doing its numbers, but the other one with Lotto didn't break a million streams, which is the first time since 2015 that Drake has had a song that didn't Drake has never dropped this new song since 2015 that hasn't had 1 million streams in the same day. The one with Lotto did not. The one, the blue green pill or whatever it's called, that one did 1.2. It did 12. So it went over the million in one day. And It's Up did 2 million, over 2 million streams. So two out of the three did their numbers, but it won't be number one. None of these songs are going number one. And Drake fans are making a lot of excuses for that, but this just doesn't happen. Since 2015, almost 10 years straight, any new Drake song gets streamed 1 million times in the first day, over 1 million times. So this is bad. The career's looking crazy, and they're trying to squeeze anything out of this lemon that they can get. They're looking at it like, bro, the returns are slim now. The Camila Cabello thing didn't pop, and all the other little things you're not going to drop some free music that may get us some return on our money, right? They blocked it. They put it up. They did a copyright strike, and 2 days later, that song was on all platforms. And this tells you that Drake has a problem with that because he's the one that shared the picture that the content was restricted. It wasn't some deep dive investigative report. He put it on his own Instagram. So we're seeing that Drake doesn't have full control of this, and he doesn't like this. There's no reason for him to show there's no reason for him to show the fans of that. But the Drake fans are missing the point of this. He's silently telling you he has a problem with this. There's no reason for him. He could have just let the fans think he dropped the music. He's showing you, I'm not feeling this. This guy's mad private when it comes to stuff like this. He's never going to show you this. He showed you this to show you that there's a problem behind the scenes that I'm not telling you. And Drake fans, what they came back and did was like, oh, he doesn't care about the first day numbers. He obviously is unbothered by the numbers. They're making all these excuses, but they're not seeing that. He's almost crying for help, saying, bro, I'm not really happy with what's going on right here. And I'm gonna show you. And they're so busy trying to defend his numbers, they're missing the whole point that he's telling you this is some bullshit. They're not even, it's going over their head. They're so busy trying to maneuver, oh, this is a win. He's trying to tell you, bro, I'm not really feeling what these guys just did to me, and I want to let you get out here and start ringing the bells and telling the world that UMG is trying to low-key do me on some Prince stuff. He literally just wrote Slave on his face like Prince did, and y'all didn't even see it. This dude going through something right now. But y'all so caught up in these numbers and trying to prove to the world that this guy is back, yada, yada. You're not even seeing that he just got turned into an employee. This was very unbossly. Like, this ain't no boss move at all. So I need the fans to understand, dig a little deeper and find out what's going on with him, right? Dig a little deeper, because this is the surface of this, bro. This dude might be on some, yo, I'm not feeling UMG at all. He might start sabotaging his own career to get off of the label. Y'all need to start thinking a little bit more than these low vibrational tones of this battle. You understand? I think what we're seeing is a man slowly telling you, this is like when Shannon Sharp, the beginning of Shannon Sharp leaving Skip Bayless, right? The signs were there, and they got a little more aggressive and a little more, and before you knew it, Shannon was out of there, right? So we don't know the ins and outs, but I do know for this man to post his private beef with his company, because no one knew this. No one knew this until he posted this. He posted a private beef with his billion-dollar company that just told him, nah, you ain't doing that. You're going to go ahead and we're going to release those. We need those files. We're going to go ahead and put those out. Now, some of his fans are going to say, no, he was already planning to release it, right? They already had the files, and this is all a marketing scheme. Well, I don't know what kind of marketing scheme where I'm going to post that they just took down my 3 songs that I put up for you 2 days ago. I don't know what kind of marketing scheme that's going to look. That make me look crazy, dog. I'm going to be honest. So I don't know if any of this is part of the marketing scheme. And apparently they didn't get the memo on the marketing scheme, because they sent him a cease and desist, and he had to take the music down, and he had to explain to you why he did it. So To be continued. There's a lot going on here that ain't being said, and I think we're seeing a civil war inside this company. And if that guy gets unhappy, it's going to be a whole lot of problems. Let me know what you think in the comments. CLBMG. Make sure you watch us every Wednesday night on the What Show, THA, the What Show channel. We go live. We go live on this channel. We go live on 8 different social media platforms at the same time. Make sure you check in, tap in. Let me know what you think. All right, head on over to CLBMG. Make sure you head over to black-yeti.com, right? And check that out. I'm going to catch y'all on that flip side. Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine.
Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.